So hello everybody, my name is Suhani Kumari. Hope you all are fine and doing well. So in the previous video I have explained you uh, my presentation on my case study project that was on a smart job application and tracking system. In that I have to build a website, and further I was instructed to make a video on the explanation of the code of my project. So here it is. So I have opened my GitHub repository on the Google Chrome and open my project. Here there are many folders which consist of many subfolders which contains the code. So first is the public folder which consists of favicon, placeholder and robots file. So here let me explain you each of the file with codes one by one. In this video I will give you a brief explanation on my code of my project, because explaining each and every line with each word and component is very difficult and also time taking, so it is not possible. So that's why I'm giving a brief information about my code. So here is the favicon file which consists of a small image which is used when we open our site, and second is the placeholder file which consists of a default image, or we can say as a fallback, which is used during loading or missing images, and third one is the robots file which is used for when our search engines scan our site. So, and the second folder is the source folder. Okay, let me explain it. It consists of the source folder consists of components, content, data, hooks, and library and pages files. And I will going to explain you each of them one by one. So let us first open the component file. The component file has many files, and each of them consists of some code and has their own function. So first is the application form file. Let us open it. Okay. So here the application form is a reusable React component that allows the user to apply for a specific job. It also collects personal details, a resume file and cover letter, and perform client-side validation. Here we have imported React and the and buttons, input, labels and text areas from the UI file for adding the buttons, input and label components in our website. And here we have made it an interface named as application form props, and it consists of job ID string and job title as a string. And let me explain its work. Job ID not directly used in the component but likely intended for backend submission. Job title used to display which job the form is being submitted for. Here is the application form whole code. Here you can see it. So in this we have also important React and use state for managing component state. Let me show you. It is on upper side. Yeah. And also UI components from our input, label and button and text area dialogues. And we have also imported here we can see that we have imported Toast from Sooner. It is used to display a success message after submission. That's why we have used here. And here is a validation logic function. It is a function which ensures that required fields are filled, email is in valid format, resume file is of correct type like .pdf, .document, .docx, and it should be under also 5 MB. Here is the submission logic also. It is used to prevent default from behavior and also validates inputs and shows a success toast and open the confirmation dialog. So here is the application form component, which is a well-structured, user-friendly and ensure input integrity. It is a great addition to a job application platform and sets the foundation for integrating backend functionality like sending application to a server or the database. Now let us explain the footer file. So the footer component serves as a button section of the application and also provide a quick navigation, contact information and legal links for both job seekers and employees. So here we have imported link from React Router DOM, which enables navigation without page reload. And second, we have imported mail, phone, mpin, and from the liquid React icon, which helps for icon components to visually enhance contact information. So the footer component is structured into two main sections. Let me explain you both. First is the grid content area, that is the top one, and the second is the copyright and legal links, bottom, that is bottom one. So the first is the grid content area, which consists of four columns. So the grid content area consists of the four columns. The first column is used for brand and mission, which used to display the name of the portal, like Suhani job portal. It is mentioned in the project, you can open and check, and it also include a short mission statement to set the tone and the purpose. Second column is for the job seekers. Here it is, you can see it. The second column is for the job seekers. It is used for navigation linked to key user facing pages like browse jobs, save jobs, application status and career resources. And the third column is for the employees. Let me move the cursor to that column. Here it is, for employees. It is tailored link for companies and HRs. It is used to post a job, pricing details, employer resources also, and the fourth column is for the contact information. Here it is. It consists of the contact information consists of like displaying the message, phone and address, etc. So if I give a summary of the footer component, it is informative as it provides essential links and contact information, and also it is a user centric as it separates job seekers and employee content. And third one is the job cart file. So third one is the from the component sub file, we have opened the job cart file. Let me explain its work and its brief explanation of the code. So Job card component is used to display a job listing with company information, tags, and save functionalities, and also navigation to the job detail page. So here we can see that we have imported many components like links, button, cards, card content, pages, bookmarks. Let me explain you their work. So first we have imported imported the link from the React Router DOM, which is used for navigating to job detail page, and the second one is the button from the component /UI/button. It is a reusable button component. And third is the card and card content. It is used for card layout component. And other is the uh, page, which is used for tags, location, etc. And bookmark and bookmark check from Liquid React. It is used for icons. Job used for type definition for a job object. And we have imported also use auth, that is use authentication, for authentication content for save and unsave logic. So here we have made an interface as job card props, which receives a job object of type job. And here is the static here is a static image mapping. It is used for mapping jobs, tags, and type to appropriate images. And here we can see that is a format date utility function. It is used for the it is used for formatting the post dates of a job into a user friendly string, like if we show like today, yesterday, 5 days ago, etc. And also we have used the use state function to track image low status for fade in effect, and also an auth content, which is used to determine if job is saved and provide unsave or save actions. Now let us come to the JSX structure. Like it is consist of card and company information, as it displays the company logo and fallback image, and also job title and company name, and job title and company name, and save icon buttons. Here is all the HTML code also with it. So if I give the summary of whole code, because it is very difficult to explain each and every line here. So in briefly I have explained what the job of this code, and let me summarize the job card component, as it is a user friendly, used for job listing user interface which support dynamic categories. Also it saves or unsave functionality. Also it has flexible tags and page displays, and has a smooth image handling and formatted timestamp. Let us move to the job tab file. Here the job tab file displays job related information in the tabbed layout, which makes it easier for user to navigate between different job details. Here we have made an interface named as job tab props, which accept a job object with a property like um, description, requirement, and benefits. This line like const active tab equals to use state is used to keep track of the currently selected tab. So if I give a brief structure of the whole code, we have used a custom tab UI components like tab list, tab trigger, tab content. Here we can see this. So the work of tab list is to contain for all tab buttons. It contains all tab buttons, and for tabs trigger it is an individual tab button, and for tab content it is used for content shown when a tab is active. Here is the tab content. So I have explained you that what is the work of here the tab components. Tab component, tab trigger, tab list. Okay, so they are mainly in this whole file. There are mainly 4 tabs that we have wrought. First is for the description, like which shows the job description as a plain text, and second is for requirement, like bullet points listing job requirements. Third is benefit, bullet points listing job benefits, and third is how to apply, like it provides instruction and tips for applying also. So this whole code is about that only. I have explained you in very simple ways. Hope you have understood. Let's move to the navbar file. So here is the navbar file with code, and the navbar is a top navigation bar that shows navigation links, display logic, and register button for guests, and also display user information, and also the logout button for authenticated users. So this is the work of this code. Let me explain you its component one by one and their uses. Like in this I have imported a use auth from content or auth context. So the work of use auth function is as follow. Like it is used for checking whether a user is logged in, and also it is used to check that a user is logged out, and also uses the information of users to find like it is logged in or logged out, and it is a registered user or not a registered user. So if I explain you the structure of this navbar file. So first structure is about the logo section. Here is the logo section. Okay. The logo section is named as Suhani Job Portal, and the main navigation links also it includes main navigation links also. Here we can see as the home, browse jobs, and saved jobs, my application, user rating, log out button, it is not authentic, and also login and registered buttons if the user is not logged in. Here is the code for all that. And for the styling of all the components and the buttons of this file, we have used the Tailwind CSS utility classes, and primary color used like text primary, border primary, etc. Now the component folder, we have completed all the files. Let's move to the content folder, which consists of a auth context file. So the purpose of this file is that it defines the authentication context for our React application, like user login state, user information storage, job save and unsave functionality, registered login and log out is mocked here. It also provides these via in previously I explained you, we have used the React for dynamic user interface. So here with the help of the React context, so any component we can access, so many components we can access, and also we can enable user auth status and methods also. So let me explain you with some key parts of this code. First is like auth context and auth context provider. So here we have created a React content with typed interface auth context type, and also an auth provider which holds and manages the state for is authenticated, which is of Boolean type, and user, which is of object type. And we have, and for here for demonstration we had, like I had added a mock user with name as John and ID as user1 and email as this, and second job ID and second person for demonstration as a John Doe with email this, phone number this, and resume this. Here is the code for the auth provider, which holds and manages the state for is authenticated, and user also, which I explained you before also about it. And here is the login, and here is the login and register functions, which is used for mock asynchronous API calls with set timeout, and also on success it set is authenticated equals to true, but means as true, set user, and store status in local storage. And for the logout, and we have added the code for the logout also, because it used to clears the user data and local storage flags also. And we have also a function for the save function, job save functions, as it is used to add a job ID to user.save jobs, and also an unsaved job ID. For the unsaved job ID, it is used to remove a job ID from saved job, and we have is saved job ID function, which checks if a job ID is in saved job or not. Here it is saved, and here it is the unsaved job. And also we have constant like values and hooks here, which is used for checking that all the states and the functions are bundled into value passed to content, and use auth function to hook for the hook to consume content safely in any component. So here is the explanation. Definitely I may lag in some of the part, and it is very difficult to me for dynamically move my mind from one code to another, so sorry for that in advance. So let move. So now the context folder is completed. Now let us move to the data folder, which consists of jobs file. So this file, I will explain you that this file is consist of two main parts. So let me explain them. What are they? So this file contains an array of job objects as jobs, JOBS, which each representing a job listing with details like title, company, location, requirement, and benefits, etc. And it also, and the second part is that it has a helper function named as get job by id. In parentheses, it contains an argument as id to fetch a job by its unique id. So to explain this whole part, I will open my project also, which I have deployed on a Vercel platform. So here it is. So yeah, this was my project. As I mentioned that on the header file, it contains of home page, browser jobs, save jobs, my application, and log out and register button also here. So to explain my next file, which is named as jobs. This file, to explain this file, I will show you my project. Like here we can see that we have featured job as front end developer, back end engineer, full stack developer, UI and UX designer, etc. So these cards are built in the jobs folder only. So let me explain you each of them one by one. For see here we can see that for a front end developer, which is having an id 1, we have added all the details of that job. Like let me explain you only the first one. Like it for the company, it is named as tech crop, and the type is like full-time job, and location is New York, and salary is mentioned also here, and requirement is mentioned, the benefits is mentioned here. For the front-end developer, which is having id 1, here in my project we can see as a front-end developer. If we here it is showing us the location, type, salary, and all the skills that are required. On the view details also, we can view all of them. So similarly, like we have added details for the front end developer, we have added details for the many others, like back end engineer also with having an id 2, the ui designer having id 3, and we have added information. And for jobs we have another for is full stack developer with id 4, and another one is DevOps engineer with id 5. We have added information for all of them. So after seeing on the information and checking our skills, the user can apply on the suitable job profile. So here is the code for that, and I have explained you. This was very easy. Like in this we have to add only the details only. So next one is the hooks file. So before going to this, I have to put my laptop on charge. So give me 2 or 3 minutes. I'll bring my charger. Sorry guys for the delay. I'm back. So let us open the hook file. Like I was here only. So yeah, the hook folder is consists of two files: use mobile and use toast. Let me explain them one by one. First, we will open the use mobile file. So the what let me explain you first what is use is mobile file is for. It is for a custom. It is a React. It is a custom React hook that if which is which detects if a current viewport width is considered mobile based on a breakpoint. Like it is suitable for the mobile display, and it also returns a boolean as a true if on mobile screen and false otherwise. So, yeah. So how does it work? Let me explain you. It has a mobile breakdown which is set to 768 pixels, commonly used for distinguishing mobile from tablets and laptops. Here it is mentioned. And it has a state initializer which starts with an internal state is mobile, which is initially undefined. Here it is mentioned that it is undefined, and it has also a effect hook which set up a match media listener on mount to watch for changes in viewport with below 768 pixel. And it also has a listener updates is mobile where the viewport crosses that breakpoints, and also immediately sets the initial value based on the current window width. Yeah. And it also like cleanups the listener on unmount mount sorry unmount. And it has a return statement also that hooks return true or false cast with uh, like it returns true or false, which indicates whether the viewport is mobile sized or not. Yeah, so this is the explanation for that. And second file let us open is the use toast file. So yeah, so the purpose of this code is that this is a custom toast notification system which is an implementation for React only. It also allows like adding, updating, dismissing and removing toast messages with a centralized state. Yeah. Let me explain you its key parts. Like it has some types and constants. Some types and first type is the toaster toast, and the second and the constant is an action type. Let me explain them one by one. Like here is the type toaster toast is used to toast object shape like id, title, description, action and open state, etc. And we have also the type as, let me see, I'll show you when I found. It is very big code. Yeah, so first I explained you about the toaster toast, and also it has a constant as action type for performing action like add toast, update toast, dismiss toast and remove toast. uh, sorry, I have to explain this also in brief. Like here we have used the constant and action type, which consists of add toast. Here the add toast added a toast at the start and limit the array size also. And the second one is the update toast. It is used to find a toast by their id and update it, and also used to update it. And third one is the dismiss toast, which is used to mark toast as closed and scheduled removals also. And the fourth one is the remove toast, like which is used to remove toast from the state entirely. And here we have also added a toast timeout management, which uses a toast timeout. Let me move the cursor to that only. Here is the code. For we have used the constant as toast timeouts. uh, it is used to map to track scheduled removers to avoid multiple timers. And we have also added a add to remove queue, which is used to set a timer to dispatch a remove toast action from the delay, after the delay, sorry. And for the dispatch and listener system, we have we have brought a memory state which holds, sorry, we are having an memory state which holds current two states outside react state, and the other is listener, dispatch, and memory states, and call all listeners, which call all listeners. Here we have also a wait. There is the code for dispatch, update, dismiss, add toast, use effect. Hmm. Yeah, I have to explain about the use toast because it is important, and about the toast API also. For the toast API, we have used and wait. Yeah, we have for the toast API is used to create a toast and dispatcher, like add toast with a unique ID, which is used to return method to dismiss and update that toast by ID. And we have also added an open change callback to dismiss when it is closed. And the let me explain about the main part, that is use toast, where it is. Go ahead only. Yeah, I found it. It is here. We have made an use toast function also, which provide a React state signed with memory state. And it also provides subscribes and unsubscribe a listener for state changes. It also returns a current state and toast function to add new toast, and dismiss function to dismiss by ID or call by all. So this is complete finally. And the third and the other folder is the lib folder, which is consist of two sub files. First is the type file and second is the util file. Let me explain them. So if I give the summary of the files, like use mobile, use toast of the hook folder, is that the it is used for a toast notification system using a React states, and also reduces patterns with external state memory and listener subscriptions. So this was the summary which I have wrote in my copy. That's why I have explained additionally. Now let us move to the types file. So yeah, here is the library that we have. Here is the code for all the libraries, like export type, jobs, about information about the job. And here is the information about the job application, like job ID, full name, email, phone number, resume cover. And this part is written, and I will show you its demonstration on my project. Like here we can see, as apply for front-end developer, we have a card for applying, for adding information of a user applying for the particular job, like full name, email, phone number, resume, cover letter, and the submit button also. So this code was demonstrated in that part. And we have also this this library we have also imported to merge the Tailwind code with our code. And let us open the page folder. That lib folder was not that much very big and that much very explainable, so that's why I have completed in few minutes only. I have explained you, it contains the info, it will fetch and upload the information of the users applying for that particular job. Okay, so now let us come to the page folder, which is consist of further files like index, job details, login, not found in register. So here the pages. So what is the work of this page folder? Sorry, I am little bit tired, that's why I have less energy. So it is used to hold React components that represent different page or routes of our web application. And also it is used when each file inside corresponds to a specific URL route when the user visits. And also this component organizes the user interface and logic specific to that page. Sorry, I'm explaining the page folder only. Okay. In this page folder, in each files like index.this, job details, we have the information about all the pages that are in our web application. Like there are many pages in our web application. Few of them I have added with the time bound, with respect to the time bound, and all of them is that. So in this page folder, I will explain all the files collectively one by one. So we have also an index file, which is for the used for landing pages of our web application. It shows featured job, company highlights, and intro information. And in the job detail file, it is used to display a list of job postings. User can browse and filter jobs here. We can see the code of all. And other is the login file, which is consist of the information for like checking if the user is already logged in or not. If the user is already like registered user, that it will show that you are already registered, please go to sign in. And if it not registered, it will suggest the user to go to first for sign up and then log in, because only the registered and the login users can view and use the features of the web application. It has also a not found page when we have for some of the buttons we have not described their work, and we have not added their features, we have not added their code. So for that it will show as not found. And also for some features and components, if it's not available at that time, it will show like not found content. For that it has its code. Like here we can see that it will show a text message as oops page not found, or 404 page. Let me show you how and when it will shown. So in my project, like I have added the details for the home page, or I have added the pages of home only, not for my application or saved jobs. If I click on the saved job, it will show the message like this as 401 oops page not found. Like here we yet we have not added the pages for web pages for this. That's why it is showing as oops not found. And to handle this function, we have the code here, and I have shown you its demonstration also. And similarly we have the register file, which consists of the code for the registration of the user. Here we can see that like if the user have not filled all the details like name, email, password and confirm password, it will show message like please fill all the fields. It is the basic criteria and basic steps for registering in any website. So it is that only, nothing new in this. And also if we will check that the password entered and the password entered second time in the confirm password field should be same, and if it not same, we will show a message as password do not match with the use of the toast, as in explained before that it will use to pop up the message on our web application and show the message in the components below the components. So this is about this, like registration of the user, how they will going to register each steps. The code for that is written in this. And also if the account is created, then yeah, the user have to log in. And if it is not created, like I have told you before, if the user haven't registered and try to log in, it will show as that you are not registered, plus please first register. Like here it is showing as sign into your it will show that please register. And also if you are existing user, it will show you. If you are registered student user, then it will show you a message like a text like sign into your existing account. Here is the code for all of that. Like we have to enter the name of the user, at email address, password, confirm password also, and we have the submit button also, and loading button also here. So this is about all this. So yeah, and we have left with these more files. I will explain you the important files from this one by one. Let me first open my notes so that it will be easy for me to explain you. For these files, I will give you a summarized explanation only. So yeah, first we will going to explain about the package.json file, which is important definitely. This is a project manager file. So it is a file that tells node.js what is your project needs, like what our project needs. So it uses a library to it uses a list of libraries like Tailwind, CSS, White, etc., and React also. It also contains script commands like npm run dev, npm run build. So the use of npm run dev is to start development server, and the work of npm run build to prepare app for production. And this is the work of this. So if I summarize to you, the work of this is to run and manage our project only, and it controls dependencies and scripts also. Yeah, let us move to the second file, which is wit configuration file. It is a file which is a wit's brain. So what is it what it is so it is a configuration file for the wit build tool. It uses react support, and also set custom file path, which is named as components. Yeah, and also it tunes server behaviors and build output, etc. So let me explain, and you may have a question that why we need this. So to make wit understand our project structure and plugins, we require this file. So let us move to the third file, another file like tsconfiguration.json. Sorry, it is a TypeScript setting. So it is used for setting for how TypeScripts work in our project. It is the uh, like constant code for sorry. It is a TypeScript work in our project. Yeah, so it is used to tell TypeScript which file to compile and when. It also configures module support like JSX and path analysis. It is also used to improve autocomplete, error checking, and refactoring in editors. So it is essential for strong typing and better dev experience. So this is its main function. So let us move to the another file, that is like tailwind.config.ts. Here it is. So it is a this file is for the Tailwind customization. So it is for configuration the file for Tailwind CSS. So it uses customizes color, spacing, fonts, themes. It also defines which files to scan for Tailwind classes and add plugins like forms and typography. And the need for it is that we have the need is that to design our application using a consistent styles system. Yeah, for consistent style system we need this, so it can be standardized also. Let's move to the another file which is named as postcss.config.cs. So it is a CSS processor setting. It is used for configuration for post CSS, which is a CSS tool used behind the scenes. Like it uses tell post CSS. Yeah, yeah. CSS to use Tailwind CSS and auto prefixes. It is used like its need is to ensure that Tailwind works with CSS run correctly in all browser. And let us move to the another file, that is index.html. It is a file which is our app container. It is the main HTML file for the web application only. It uses a div tag. It uses div tag. It has first the header tag, which consists of the header tag is mainly consists of the metadata. Like metadata is the data about the data. And we have also the div tag, and we in this we have loaded the React application from main.tsx file. And the need of this is that every web application needs a basic file to render on a browser. So this is the explanation of my whole code. Hope I'm able to make you understand about the each and everything. Definitely you also as a web developer know it is very difficult to explain you each and every component. That's why I have given a brief information. Me hope you like it, and sorry if I had any mistake in that, as I am a beginner also. um, thank you for this, for your precious time, and I'm looking for the further information from all of you, and please guide me further if I have any mistake in this. Thank you.